We're back. We're gonna see how fast two guys can weigh 6.5 pallets of sod. Yard and a half roll. Yard and a half roll, 75 yards a pallet, 675 square feet a pallet. Let's see what we can do. I'll show you guys around back too. Here we are out back. Pretty square spot, so should be super fast and easy. All right, this is how we set our installs up. So we got a border running this way all the way down, and then we're gonna run everything else this way all the way across. That's our only opening, so we're just gonna work our way all the way out. So we'll run one there, half roll here to create our stagger, and then the extra half piece will go here. Full roll, half roll, lay all the way down. I'll show you what that looks like. All right, you can see a little better how this works now. Full one, half one, full one, half one. Stagger all the way down, no matching seams. Bordered all the way out. All right, this is how we got it set up now. So as I was showing you guys right away, just a stagger. Now what we'll do is our next roll will go there all the way down, and then every time you roll that one out, so we put a border here, so that top one ends here, this next one should end right on this line, and we're short of this fence, but we're doing this too, so when we come over here we'll just push that roll under to match up with that one. So I'd rather have this one straight here and have to match the one across the fence. So that's gonna be fine. But we'll put a stagger piece in there, a full piece will match right up here, and then we'll go full stagger, and then two fulls here should match right there, and then we'll box this off, and then we're done. And once we're done with this, we'll run a straight one all the way down here, and then we'll just run back and forth off this stagger just like that. Okay, so we're done with this back area back here. You can see how we chunked it all in, and now we're still staying with our border method, and we got a border here now. So bag will roll that piece, cut right down, and it will sit perfect. It's better to have that edge there than up against this, because this is going to stay way more consistent than your cut is. So you just run one all the way down, and then your stagger will come, roll here, cut the end, roll here, cut the end. And stuff like this, when you cut them, they're just left as a box. So you got a full roll here, you come over, that's your stagger for your next piece. So we will set you guys up and shoot a little time lapse here. Even though we're deep in the shade, we'll see what it turns out like at least. You guys can see how this backyard turned out now. You can see all of the stagger lines. No seams are on each other. Ran one across that fence, one across this fence, one all the way here, and then seamed all the way across. Now for this side, what we're gonna do is I ran this one this way. Now we're gonna run the one this way, follow that fence line, and then we're just gonna roll them across here, cut. Roll it across here, cut. And then your cuts won't be on the outside of the fence. They'll be into another piece of sod. That's exactly what you want. So border and lay is what we call it. This looks pretty sweet though. We got very little access back here, and the garbage man stopped by, so I had to run back here, but this is what we got to work with today, so making it happen. Alright, you guys can see how this looks now. Full backyard completed. Now we're gonna work our way up this way. Property line there, so we're staying on that line. I'm sure the builder will seed that, but we're not doing anything special, just setting ourselves up for success so we can just keep going and lay in as many full rows as possible. We'll start on this line so we can get that property edge straight. And I don't love cutting on here, but it's nice and flat, and we'll get the sod right up to it so we can cut it and kind of tuck it in there, and it will turn out nice. So I'm not too worried about that. I'd rather have this line straight here because it's the property line. Alright, we got a new series for our sod installs. We're doing Bag's tip of the day. He's installed a lot of sod, so he's got some tips and tricks, and he'll share a different one with you each day.
So for the first one, I think probably the most important, get your stagger set right away and work off it as much as you can, and that'll just make the laying go that much faster. I don't know, we did this whole back in what, an hour?
Yeah, and we had to hand carry every roll. And what the stagger does is it makes it so there's never 4 seams matching up. So there's seams here, but this roll doesn't end until here. Seam there, seam here, that roll doesn't end until it's here.
So it's full roll, half roll, full roll, half roll, all the way down.
All the way down, just like you're laying bricks.
We'll minimize cutting, maximize efficiency.
That's right. All right, first one of Bag's tip of the day.
There you have it.
Let Bag know what you think in the comments. See what he got to say about that. The front is getting a little more tricky for us, so I'll show you guys what our plan of attack for this is. So I'm gonna box this area off straight down and then just shoot over, because I like making straight boxes. You know, if I come down right here, I can just shoot everything all the way down there off this line, and off that line is borders. But this is a weird shape here, so what I'm gonna do is lay our border in, and then we'll border all of this. We'll come down on a border here, and then we'll match up there, and then we'll just fill this in. It's gonna take a little more cutting, but it's better to just cut this whole area out and restart here rather than cutting everything and not having it stable the whole time. So once this is done here, I'll show you guys how this looks. Bag is just finishing up over here. Got the boulevard done. This is how this turned out. Property corner. Looking good. Once again, we're setting our edge here, and we just border and lay off it. So full one, stagger, full one here, stagger here, and then we just go down. The next one will be a full one, then a stagger, and this will come all the way down, and right over across. Then we'll do the boulevard here and we'll be good to go. And then we'll come over here and do what we can up here. We got a little under 2 pallets of sod left, but I still got half a pallet in the boulevard in the back, so we should have more than enough to finish up. All right, here's a little better look at what I was talking about. So now we're just running this side, closing it up. These all stayed straight, and then this is just that corner we cut, make it look all nice, and then all the way down. Coming together, looking good. Alright, we're working on this side yard now. You can see the front. It's turning out a little different though. So what we did here, ran one on the property line, ran one on this line, and then what we did is ran one this way, and then the next one this way. You know, we started there, so this way, every other. And then what we're gonna do is just use a roll and cut all these in. I think that's gonna look the best and be the most effective way. So we don't usually do this, but you just kind of gotta go with what it gives you. Yeah, you know, if we staggered everything this way, we would have lost more and had to cut more. So this way we have the same cuts every time. We can cut one, make it perfect, stack that on the roll, cut another one, stack it on another roll, cut another one. You know, we can cut all of these without even looking at them. Then we can just pop them into place. So it's so much faster. You just got to visualize and have a plan. Sometimes it takes 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes just to figure out what you're going to do back here, but it's going to save you 10, 15, 20 minutes in the long run. So sometimes you just got to slow down and think about what you're doing and create a plan and let everyone know what's going on so you're all on the same page. Got sprinklers starting to go. A couple finishing touches. We are using scraps out of the bucket to finish, so that's about as close as it gets. Here's a look at it. Here's a look at our piece job back here. Perfect. We're done. My 1%, so I'll show you guys around quick and then we'll call it a day. This is final product. We got literally used every single roll we brought. So here it is. Boom. Alright, that's it for us today. If you guys want to see more sod videos, let me know. We can do a prep video, big roll installation, more installation videos, tips and tricks, whatever. So let me know what you guys want to see. See ya.